welcome to my channel. My name is Diana Romanovska and I am a certified family law specialist practicing family law in San Francisco. Today I would like to talk about 5 reasons why you should fire your lawyer. These 5 reasons I gathered from clients who came from other lawyers and had those complaints. Number 1, they fired their ex-lawyer because they didn't get a response within a week, sometimes even longer. The client would leave a voicemail, email, no response for a week. What you should be expecting from your lawyer is to have a response within 24 to 48 business hours. If you don't get that response, it's a red flag. What you could expect also, or ideally the lawyer should write you an email saying, I received your 100 questions, I'm busy, I will respond to you by the end of next week. So responsiveness, in my case, for example, I have a voicemail saying if it's urgent and it can't wait, let's say I'm in trial and you're struggling and you need help now, I say, you text me, I will respond to you within 2 hours. And what I do when I get these type of text messages, I call, I find out, I ask another lawyer to call, I do whatever it takes to get back to this client in a short notice. Number 2, the clients complained that the other lawyer, the ex-lawyer, didn't get on the same page with the client and did file motions without discussing with the client, or just said sign here, sign there, and clients are in emotional distress and they're trusting their lawyer wholeheartedly, and in the end when they came to my office, they didn't know what happened in their case. I asked what motions were filed, what was the last motion, what it was all about. I had to get the whole case file to read it, to find out what was happening. And sometimes the case is so a dead end, mismanaged, that it's really tough to take on this type of client. And I had sometimes to refuse to take a client because this case was completely mismanaged and was difficult to bring back in to status that the client was expecting. Expectation is also an important piece. Getting aligned with a client is to not only meet the expectation but also manage the expectation. I will talk about that in point 5. Number 3, billing. Who likes to receive a bill for $20,000? I don't. I don't know any client who likes. I don't care how much money they have, they don't like it. So what you should expect from your lawyer is to receive a invoice every month. I personally like sending my invoices every Monday because I don't know whether the client remembers what happened a month ago, but I sure can expect they would remember what happened on Monday. So when they read my invoices, they know, okay, this week that's true, that's what happened. It's really hard to know what happened a month ago. So that being said, some clients who hired me complained that they didn't receive invoices more than a month, and sometimes for 2-3 months. Number 4, the other complaint I heard from another client is when a client is in emotional distress, the lawyer didn't understand what the client needs. It doesn't mean, I'm not talking about emotional support. I'm talking about hearing the client's underlying need when they're emotional and creating a legal strategy instead of saying, okay, deal with your feelings, go to therapist, to talk to them, walk them through, and find out a way how to help them in their emotional distress. So the biggest complaint is that the lawyer didn't respond to that emotional complaint and just said, yeah, we'll deal with it. And at the end, the client left the lawyer. So, and finally, some lawyers overpromise, underdeliver. I know in America, I hear this complaint a lot. I can do this for you. We will win. In family law, there is no, I don't know, there is no such thing as win. In family law, everyone loses a little bit, because it's not an ideal situation to begin with. It's not a civil law where someone files a claim and they win and get the prevailing party's attorney's fees. Even attorney's fees in family law is different. Whoever is in need gets attorney's fees from the other side who makes more money. So it's more balanced. What I do, I underpromise and overdeliver. And some clients don't like it. They don't like to hear it. Sometimes they don't even hire me because they don't like to hear what I have to say, because I lay out the risks and I don't overpromise. I noticed that it can bite me if I did, and I don't. So that's it. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you soon. Bye.